Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to the June 13th, 2021 edition of Sprangboro Sessions. I am one of the hosts. I am, wait for it, Sprangboro, aka Jamie. And hanging out with me today is Jerry Jasper, aka Rasta Jazz, or Ball Liquors.
Yes,
Every time I see that name, dude, I just giggle. Uh,
it's quality.
how have you been, sir?
I've been good, man. Been good. Been beating the heat and getting stuff done and getting stung by bees.
Yeah.
It's
Well, that sounds beautiful. But I'm sure it's not so enjoyable. I'm allergic to bees really bad. I should
Ooh.
probably have a EpiPen. Uh, I have not had a doctor confirm that with me, but when I was in like 12th grade, I got. I was in the marching band. I was a flag twirler. I was in the color guard.
Yeah,
Visions Under the Sea, class of
guarding
'01,
that
end
color.
up. And yeah, so we were outside during band camp, and I had a can of Sprite, and I put it down outside and went to take a drink of it, and I got stung in the lip, so my lip swelled
Ooh.
up, right? And then a few years later, I was living in Orlando, Florida, with my girlfriend at the time, and we were at a friend of hers' house because they had a pool, and they invited us over, and they had one of those little basketball nets that you just grab and put in the water. Well, as soon as I grabbed it, I got stung in the right above, like right around here or whatever, on my hand. So and that was by a hornet. So my hand swelled up,
Ooh.
and I started streaking a little bit, and my lip also swelled up. So I determined at that point I must be allergic to those things and should probably avoid them.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, it's a good call to avoid them in general, but especially when you're having a recurring thing in a different site.
It's like you're sitting there, your day comes and you're up in heaven and you're sitting there and you're like, oh, what you in for? He says, well, I hit my old age. I lived a long, wonderful life with my beautiful family. He says, what about you? I got stung by a bee. Yeah, like it's just not the same punch, man. It's just funny to me
Nah,
because those things do happen to people out there. There's people because everybody's different and everybody's body's different. So there's people that have a different tolerance to this and that, and it's crazy if you think. One of the guys I work with told me the other day that he got an allergy test, and it determined in his allergy test that he's allergic to cat, dog, and cockroaches. Yeah,
it's
I
weird.
said. I said the cockroaches. He said, "Yeah, not the actual cockroach, but its feces, because they like poop or
Yeah.
whatever." So I guess he's really allergic to that stuff. I'm like, wow, I didn't even think of that or that being a thing. You
Yeah,
know,
it's so random like what people are allergic to. It's pretty interesting. For
yes, looks like it's either on my end or his end, but it feels like I'm at a
one of
pause.
the
There
one of
he
the
is.
Chicago suburbs, young girl, I think she's like 16, died because she fell on the third rail of the CTA line, man, the electric train. It's like, dude, fuck, man, what a way to go, man. 16 years old too, and just because she was walking around by the tracks and fell over and fell onto it, man, and got that zap.
Yeah, that stuff's nothing, no joke. People, they can't. It amazes me that people get themselves in situations like that when it's like you would figure it would be common sense, or it would
Yeah,
be this. I'm not in their shoes, so I can't imagine what was going through their head. But I just can't foresee doing that, and it doesn't make sense to me.
no, 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 no. I
Looks like he's cut out again. I don't know again if it's my internet or his.
It's not electrified. So I didn't even my first knowledge that that could happen was actually from a Beastie Boys lyric. It was I got nothing to lose, so I'm pissing on the third rail, and I'm like what? What does that even mean? And I looked at it, like, I kind of like, did some research. I'm like, oh man, yeah, that's it's a cool lyric, but it's like, man, that'd be a way to go right there, man.
Yeah,
Eesh.
yeah. I guess if you're looking for a way, there it is. You found the easy button.
Ugh, that was easy. But yeah, the
And if
that
anyone
bee
out
that
there
stung me.
feels, if anyone feels sad and needs someone to talk to, they have hotlines and stuff you can contact. Anyways, back to the story.
Yeah, but that bee that stung me, he got taken out, man. As I was telling you before, he got the royal treatment. Not only did he get the spray, and they do the, they just drop to the ground. He got run over by the lawnmower after that.
He says, "Just so you know, that's
Yep.
like in that movie Friday. You got knocked the fuck out."
Yeah. While you're twitching your last twitch there, here's a little ride through the lawnmower.
That's how things are taken care of, and you showed him the way. His path became very clear.
Yeah. Hey, man, I wasn't trying to fuck with the nest. I'm trying to get my shit done, dude. They gotta mess with me.
Oh man, I could
Yeah, I
just
was,
I
dude. I
could
was,
just
I
see
was
you
so
sitting there
pissed.
too, just like screw this bee.
That's exactly how
Like,
it was, man.
like, do you know who
I
I
got
am?
my, I
Do
got my
you know
headphones
who
in.
I
I'm
am?
just, I'm just chilling. I got my headphones in, just taking in the hot sun, enjoying the day, and getting some stuff done. And he got me like right on the back of the ear too. He got me like almost. I don't know if the stinger's still in there. I got my girlfriend's come by later, see if she can see if there's anything in there. I don't think it is because it's not really hurting anymore. But the spot that he got me was like right where, almost like right where I got my ear pierced, like way back in the day. I had my cartilage pierced,
Mm.
so like the back of where that comes out is like right where he got me. Damn. Like I remember, like this reminds me of having my ear pierced. This is pretty wild. This is bringing me back 20. God, I don't know how many years. 24 years, 23 years. Forget. I think it was like 17 or something or 18 that I got
Holy
my ear
crap!
pierced.
It's been
No, maybe later than that. Maybe like 19.
See, but in our lives now, we're at that point where we can stack up the years like that and be like, man, shit, is it 20 years? I think it's 20 years. Like I got my left ear pierced when I was 9, and I got my right ear pierced when I was 10. So that's crazy because I'm gonna be 38 now. It'll be 30 years ago that, or 30, so it's still 29 years, where you're like, holy crap, or however many years. You're just like, wow, time is stacking.
Stacking, man, stacking. Just like the White Sox stacking them wins, man. Another freaking sweep today.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched any
Yeah,
baseball. I haven't followed it at all.
I so the Sox they've been in a rebuild for a very long time, and this is finally like, well, last year they actually broke out. They had the majority of their minor league studs come up. But this year, like pretty much all of them are up now, and it's just fun to watch, man. Like when you see your team in last place for multiple years, dude, and it's just like it's not even competitive. Like it's not even worth watching, even though it's like it's still like my favorite team. Like summertime, I love like just kick back, watch a game, man. Especially if it's at the end of the night. It's like, dude, what better way to finish your night, man? Watch a game. People say it's boring. It's like cool, like fall asleep to it. Like it's a great way to fall asleep. But yeah, going that long, just seeing your team not compete, and then finally, see him be like one of the best in the league it's nice, man. It's pretty cool to see. Really cool to see.
Yeah, I remember we discussed, about the team before, and it's awesome because you've been through so many different emotions and so many different uh, generations of the team, and you because it's popular where you are, obviously, and it's awesome. I can't say that Vegas has been around and I've experienced all them emotions, but I know this is our like fourth season or something, and we just beat Colorado Avalanche and are going on to the next round, son.
Dude, they
Uh,
did beat the Avs.
yeah,
Nice, dude.
dude. Yeah, and
That's big.
Dude, the Avs, they were the team to beat. So to see them,
Yeah,
I know how I feel about it. So I can't even imagine how stoked you got to feel right now about the Sox. You know?
yeah. Well, dude, for you, you're getting in on the ground floor, which I mean, that's pretty damn cool. You've been watching them. I mean, you could tell everybody you've been watching them since the beginning. It's like anybody accuses you of being a fair weather fan, it's like, dude, screw you. I've been in since day one.
Yep, I've felt some of the pains already.
Oh
I've
yeah.
gone through a couple of seasons of players, and so some new guys you appreciate watching, and some guys you're like, oh, I didn't even notice he was gone. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. What's up, kid? She said she forgot to put water in her ramen noodles when she
Now
microwaved
they're
that,
burnt.
so she burnt her ramen
Oh
noodles.
no.
That's okay. We've all done it.
Yeah.
We've all done it.
Been there
Well,
before.
yep, yep. But you're doing a great job because you're learning from it.
It smells like burnt popcorn.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Yeah, probably would.
Oh yeah, I can't smell it because I got this sheet up. Try and keep the lights down and stuff and that. When you okay, kid? It smells so bad, she says.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad smell if it smells like burnt popcorn. It's not an easy one. It's one of those smells that just kind of like it sticks for a while
Oh
too.
man,
It's not like it just
like
goes
fish,
away.
or like
Yeah.
oh, they say liver smells really bad or whatever whenever you're cooking it. I've never been
Yeah.
around it, so because I ain't got no time for that. But
No, no. My gross one, the one that always makes me kind of like gag is boiled cabbage. So like my dad's side is Lithuanian, and a lot of their food is a lot like Polish food, and they love their boiled potatoes and their boiled cabbage, and it's like they'll boil like Polish sausage, and it's like the sausage is good, the potatoes are good, like the cabbage I can finally eat, but still like the smell of it when it's cooking, man. Oh, dude, like how do you stay in the kitchen? Like,
he
just
says, ugh.
be worried be worried about throwing up in the
And I
the,
gotta
the
eat
pot,
that.
man.
And I gotta eat
Uh,
that. Yeah. Yep.
little,
Ain't got no choice. I gotta eat that.
got,
I've had halushki or whatever. And that's like cabbage, and I believe bacon if you want to put it in there. Buttered egg noodles or whatever.
mm,
All with butter, and it's pretty awesome stuff. And they have so many variations of it. But I'm thinking in my head, man, every time I made it, or my wife's made it, I'm like, God, that stuff pretty strong.
hmm.
Stronger than that bee was.
Yeah.
uh, that's fun,
Oh
man.
man.
Yeah, I played a show last night. We played a benefit for this guy Al Markham, and something I was thinking about um, while I was at the show and listening to the other guys play, and just talking with everybody that was there. I'm like, man, I didn't know the guy. I never got the pleasure of meeting him, and I'm like, man, for a guy that people love so much that they want to throw a party like this to remember him by, like that's the kind of guy that when I go, I want to be. I want, like that guy must have been awesome, and I feel like I missed out on the privilege of getting to meet a really awesome guy because I didn't get to meet him in person, but to see that type of they had fireworks and they had so much food. Dude, they had this big giant cooler, like a Yeti sized cooler. It's probably like
Hmm.
4 foot long, 2 foot high, and you open up and it's just chicken. Like it's just all whatever seasoned chicken on this one uh, cooler. They had coolers full of all kinds of stuff and like pulled pork, and some of them had this that. But I'm like, man, like that's the kind of guy you want to be in your life. That when you go, people celebrate you that way. Like
Oh yeah, man.
that meant a lot to me to
Oh
be a
yeah.
part of that. And another thing was kind of nice for me was we. My parents taught line dancing from when I was 11 till I was like 16 or 17, and some of the people that used to come and watch us dance when we were me and I was a kid. I was just 12, 13 years old, and I was sitting there dancing, and people we met through that my parents were helping teach or whatever at the time. Well, some of them were at the show, and
Hmm.
I haven't seen them since I was a young teenager, and they see me now as an older, a younger man. Uh, and to see me up on stage and just like, oh, like man, we used to love watching you and your twin brother dance. You guys always were just so cute and just guys just were so passionate about it. And I said, well, I'll never forget that and thank you. I said, but that's what I do on the stage. And I went up and we ended up playing. And when we got done, they were all like, wow, wow, that was awesome. And it was cool because I had that experience to be able to show them me now still doing the music and just getting to spend that a couple of those time frames with those people was awesome. And um, it definitely meant a lot to me. And last night, I ended up sticking around the whole show. We played first, and I stayed till the end of the night. And I let the other bass player, I let him use my rig because it was already set up, and he was also running sound. Thanks, Jason, for doing sound and all you do, man. But I let him use my stuff because he's the guy that I played a show, and I ended up using his rig, and I'm like, dude, what is that? And he told me it was a TC Electronic BH250. I'm like, I'm gonna buy me one, and I went the next day and bought one. So it was cool because I'm like, hey man, you want to use my rig? Except it's the same, it's already set
Hmm.
up. So it was cool, and I got to hear these guys play, him and Howie and Ralph, and dude, just to watch those super talented individuals playing these hard to do songs for the crowd was just like, I felt so privileged to just be sitting there watching it, and even more importantly, being a part of the entertainment for the evening. You always gotta to be proud of that too, and to be able to give that to your friends and family and your friends' families. Uh, yeah, dude, my heart needed this weekend, and it just it's
Nice.
been awesome. Got to spend today over at the farm, my buddy's farm. He just bought last weekend or the weekend before. We were chopping down like limbs and stuff off of his big trees. Him, me, and another guy were just chopping them all down and moving them into piles and stuff. And today we were like chopping stuff out in the garden area where all the ground's all uneven because of tractors beating it all up and stuff. And he wants it to be like pretty flat and just be able to look at the horizon, just like the most beautiful view from one spot where he sits, and he just stares at everything, all at one time, and he just stares at it, thinking, okay, I need to do this next and that next, and being able to help him do that, some of those things, is really awesome. And yeah, man. Uh, I knew I had a great weekend, and I'm really glad that we still got to do this tonight, even though TJ and Ty aren't able to join us this evening. I'm still glad we're getting to do this, man.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I'm sitting right there with it. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that CJ isn't on here because there was a crazy Cape Cod story in the news this week. Did you hear about that?
Uh,
Yesterday, I think. Uh, he it was I'm reading it now. It was a lobster diver. He was swallowed by a whale and he lived.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
Like,
dude, that's pretty intense, man.
yeah, I was just hanging out one day, right, and got swallowed by a whale, shit me out,
Yeah,
spit me out,
yeah,
whatever. Dude, could you imagine? Oh my goodness, how weird that would be.
yeah. It's
Like you can't even recreate that kind of something, like that kind of feeling. Like you can't even recreate it. Like you just can't. That would be so weird.
Yeah, it's whew. Yeah, yeah. I guess they're saying that the harbor master said at first he didn't believe what he was hearing when he got the call about the incident. Like this is far-fetched, but it really happened.
Hey, aren't you
Yeah,
that?
he.
Are you that guy?
Yeah, right.
You know, that's what that shit becomes. Aren't you that guy that got swallowed by the whale?
Dude, it's crazy, man. Yeah. So yeah, I guess he was struggling. He knew there was no way he was gonna bust himself out, and then suddenly he saw a light, felt the whale shaking its head, and was thrown out of the water. So the whale's probably like, "Nah, I don't want to eat, dude. Get out of here." Yeah, that's intense, dude. I don't know if I'd ever be able to get in the water and do that job ever again, man. I'd always be like looking over my shoulder and stuff. Oh
Hard
man,
pass.
yeah, he's off the coast of Cape Cod, man. That's wild. That is wild.
Yeah,
Yeah, at
but
first, as
you
soon
know
as I heard
people.
Cape Cod, I'm like, I hope that's not TJ.
You know, people would pay money to be able to go for at a theme park for a ride themed off of that. You know, inside a whale getting sprung out, or something. Like people would pay for that experience, and this dude literally experienced it, the
Dude,
real
I've
deal.
never heard of that, man.
No,
Never heard of that.
no, not
Like
even a
Moby
little.
Dick, maybe.
Uh, crazy. So you like my new shades I got yesterday? I've been,
I do.
I've been digging them, so I was like, I'm gonna wear them tonight. I got to wear them all yesterday. I'm like, all right, well, hey, whatever.
Yeah, you look like a rocker, especially with
You look weird.
the purple lights.
Well, yeah.
You look weird.
Oh, thank you.
I said you look weird.
That's fine. Maybe that's true,
It is.
but that's okay, cause I'm still your dad. And what you see is what you get.
Ah,
Who's the coolest dad in the world? What's my name?
Jamie.
Who's the coolest daughter in the world?
Mm,
What's your name?
Olivia.
Or pound it.
All correct answers.
This little girl, she's so fun. She's got so much energy. She's got so much life. She's got so much energy to bring the world, and she still doesn't even know it yet.
Hmm.
And she will. She'll be a force to reckon with.
I reckon so.
Like I reckon. Yes, Olivia.
Don't forget about that, about Lana yesterday. My friend.
What? What about it? I don't remember. I'm sorry. Don't give me that look. Get to the point, please.
Yesterday I was with my friend because it was her birthday.
Yes, she was with her friend yesterday because it was her birthday. They went to watch a movie. They went shopping, ate some food. They put together some Legos and stuff. They had a nice, swell day. Then she got to go to her cousin's house and go swimming for a while and hang out with the family. Are we all caught up?
No.
All right, I'll wait patiently.
Hmm.
Dad's girl.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. So while she was doing that, I was, at the show, and we had a good time. I know I sure did.
It's all that matters.
Yes, sir. I'm working second shift this week coming up. So tonight I have some a little checklist. I've been trying to get back to my physical motivation. I took a little bit off and I'm like, all right, time to restart the button. So I've been riding my exercise bike a few times in the last week. I've been trying to get like 15, 20 miles each time. Um, just because like there's no reason not to, and just that's the perfect amount of time. You just get really into a rhythm and try and get that
Hmm.
cardio up. And while I've been doing that, I've been watching Wu Assassins on Netflix. Um, I think it's all right. It's just something that they suggested watching or whatever, like top three in the nation. So I watched that, and then I ended up buying that. Uh, or got a free trial for Audible. So I gave that a try. I ended up, a buddy of mine suggested listening to David Goggins' books or a book that he has, and so I've spent the better part of the last week, if not the last 2 weeks, or last week for sure, but listening to the book. It was awesome. Learned a lot. Makes you think about a lot of things more objectively, and it's just awesome when you're focusing on thinking of those kind of things. And we've discussed it in the past, but it's nice to touch base with some of that stuff again, and to really just look towards the future and to be a better version of myself. Um, yeah, yeah, that David Goggins book. He's a badass dude, man. Just listening to his stories and you could tell like that guy there. That's a cool guy. He's like always telling his. He's like, well, I just shut up my inner bitch and just push through. And he says, you make everything your goal, and you don't have to be a jerk to do it, but you just do it, and it's just awesome. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he's pretty wild story, man. I don't know. He's what 40? I'm looking him up. 46 years old.
oh wow. Yep, I know he's over 38 because he was talking about it on the the book. He about roughly when he was 38. Um, yeah, he's pretty interesting character. And there's so many of them out there that they just flip something on that a lot of people can't flip on, but it could be that they turn something off that no one else, that most people don't turn off too. It's a give and take.
Yeah, I'd say it's more of the second thing that you said there, man. I think everybody can do it, man. I think they just have stuff that blocks them. I think it's in everybody. I believe it. I mean, look at how the body works, man. Like it's always rebuilding. Like it's always trying to, you know, get better at handling its environment. It's in our nature. So yeah, I'd say it's more of just getting rid of the stuff that ain't working for you.
Do you use Audible or have you used it?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Uh,
Good.
Nice, man. I know that they have quite a selection of books to choose from. Several of them for free, and other ones for you buy the credits or whatever, and then you use the credit towards the books. If you pay the 14.95, you get a free credit every month to buy a book at any price. And what's cool about Audible for anyone that has not used it or does not know is that what really I thought was a great pitch was they if you get a book and you try reading it and you just can't get into it, you can get a refund on it and get your credit refunded and get another book. Obviously, they only
Nice.
probably let you do it so many times, or and then they'll give you grief because then you're probably just using the system. But anything you get with your credits and stuff, they become yours, even if you cancel your subscription. Um, except for the things that are in their online catalog. And but yeah, so yeah, if you read one book a month, one book you're gonna pay $15 is what I figured. So I'm like, well,
Sure.
screw it. And your first month you get free, and you can cancel it anytime. And so I'm not, I'm not doing it because of a sponsorship or nothing. I'm just saying, like for me, I'm like, you know what? It's $15, man. It's just worth trying for me. And they do have a lesser membership, like $7 or $8. Um, I don't think you have access to all the free books, and I don't. You might still get a credit, but I don't know if you get all the online stuff and some other things. So, you know, crazy, but yeah. So I'm looking for
Hey,
some
man,
books.
15 bucks a month, that's 50 cents a day to get better,
Yeah,
or even just to freaking keep your mind healthy, reading such a big deal, man. Like keeping your mind expanded, allowing yourself to be able to learn new stuff. I mean, that's a small price to pay, dude. That ain't nothing.
yeah. I
Shit, 50 cents.
I been listening to, like I said, that David Goggins. I've listened to it in pretty much a lot of my free time. That where I'm like I'm doing something something that doesn't require a whole lot. I just want you like just hear it. So I pop my earbuds in and walk around, or like if I'm sitting at home, and working on even sometimes like I'll pick up the guitar and I'd be jamming on that a little bit while listening to the story, and I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Like having it read to you. That's a nice thing for people on the go. And I know not everybody's like that. And I know there's a lot of people they have to have the book in their hand and they have to read it for themselves, and that's awesome for them. And but at least we get to enjoy the same experience just in different ways.
Oh
And
yeah, man.
yeah, so I'm gonna try and find some. I got uh I don't even know. I think because I'm a Prime member, I got 2 credits. So I gotta find two books to dive into. My wife said just like click something for one of them because I'll take forever to pick something. So she said just click something and just listen to it or just read it, uh, or however that you state it. And then while you're doing that, you can take the time to think of what you actually want to get. So that's funny. But that's my wife. She steers me in that direction all the time. I think she was proud of me yesterday. We were at the restaurant and they walked up and I'm like, I want this, this, and this. Usually I'm always like, oh, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. And she'll go ahead and I'm like, I don't know yet. What do I want? And she'll be like, you want this and you want that and you want that.
Hmm.
Nope. I'm just like, listen, I want that and that and that. That's it. And then the wife she threw it. She ended up picking an appetizer, and I'm like, nice. Okay, I see what you did there. Okay. All right, good thinking. Yeah, it's always those moments of opportunity to learn. They say,
Yeah.
well, inconveniences are just hidden opportunities. Uh, I believe in that, and we've had, similar conversations about those types of things, and sometimes I get sidetracked and I forget that. And but I'm on a new course of trying to really make myself aware of those things. And yeah, and it's funny when you think like that, just how much better you feel in your heart.
Hmm.
Like,
Oh yeah, dude, I could appreciate what you're talking about there too, about like being indecisive. Like, naturally, I'm the same way too, man. Like, I don't know what book I read, um, but it had mentioned that like, if you have this part of your everyday life where you get kind of frozen on making decisions, it's like, try for a month to just like make the first decision and just let it go. Like let the chips fall how they're gonna fall. And like ever since then, I like, especially with eating, like now, like every time, like if I go out to eat, like it's almost like a game for me, dude. It's like dude, how quickly can I choose something and be done with it? Because it's like, dude, like chances are it's still gonna be good. Like it's a restaurant. It's not like they're gonna freaking put stuff out there that is absolutely terrible. So it's like the other thing too is like it's helped me. Like try new stuff too. It's like, hey, you know what? I never tried that. Let's try it. Sucks. Oh well. Like it's
I
not like
just
it's the
won't choose
last
it
meal.
the next time.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like the last meal I'm ever gonna have. But dude, like when I was younger, uh, back in the day, Blockbuster videos was like perfect example of being stuck in decision mode. I would ride my bike up to the local Blockbuster, which is probably maybe about like a mile and a half, 2 miles, so a pretty good ride. And you get up there, and I would go to rent a video game. And this is like probably Nintendo or Super Nintendo days. And dude, I would spend like a freaking half hour in the store to rent one game, just like going up and down, up and down, up and down. And that would be like, once a week, or maybe like a couple times a week. I shouldn't say was big video game nerd, but it was like, dude, you've seen you like
Was.
they haven't changed any. Like it's not like all these new games came out. It's like you were just here a couple days ago. You saw the same shit, and
It's
you're
like
doing
it's like
like the
opening the
same.
fridge every day. You're like, it hadn't
Yeah,
changed.
dude. It's like
Uh,
how many more times are you going to be indecisive about the same exact thing? Um, it's funny. I never realized I was like that until I read that in that book, and I was like, oh my
you're
God,
like,
it was
oh
like so
crap.
eye-opening.
You're like, it gets me. It gets me.
Yeah, it's
It
like,
gets me.
damn it, dude, you're right.
That's
But yeah,
funny. And I should
that's
try that. Just go headstrong. Just all right. That's the one. Let's go. You know. I
yeah.
gotta continue to try that.
Oh yeah, man. Just do it with one thing. Like I said, for me it was with restaurants, and it still holds true to this day. Like I'll still have times of indecisiveness. But like I know that like it's there, and I know that like I have the ability to, look past it, to get past it and just kind of let it go. Like this is a decision, let it go. It's funny because it's like my my girlfriend, I find that she could be like that sometimes too, and it's like dude, just make a decision, run with it. Like, don't worry about the 500 other things that could happen with this decision. Like, those chips are going to fall the way that they're going to fall. Like, you can get wrapped up in what if it's the wrong decision, or what if this happens? What if it's like, dude, 99% of what you're worried about, and this, I mean, I'm saying it to her, but this is like really just reiterating what I need to reinforce in myself. It's like 99% of the stuff that you're thinking about is like gonna be wrong with it. It's like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
So
it's like just
ain't
sitting
worth it.
there. Yeah, just sitting there thinking about things that you can't control. You just gotta take care of them one at a time. Like if you're trying to dodge a ball, you just dodge one at a time.
Yeah.
But don't just keep your head in the middle and just like should I go this way or that way? No, you just got to start dodging the ball. And just start letting it happen. Hello, kid. She's she's apparently missed her dad this weekend, which I am very glad and sad about. I'm glad because she missed me, and I'm sad because she had to miss me because she was hanging out with her friends and family, and I was out hanging out with my band family, for a little
Hmm.
bit. What's up, kid? Anything you want to talk about? If not, you're gonna get fired
How can I get fired?
because I can fire you. I can tell you to get off my set. This is a show right now.
Yeah.
Right
No.
now, you work for me, the man.
No, I don't.
All right, well, I figured I'd give it a shot, and there it is. Well, what do
No.
you propose I do?
Do nothing.
There, nailed it. Now it's time for something else. What else do you want me to achieve while you're standing here making faces at the screen?
I don't know why I'm doing that though.
Because it's fun because you get to see how beautiful you are and how funny of faces you can make. Nice. You are really, really killing it, kid.
No, I'm not.
Daddy's girl. Man, she loves swimming so much, and it's funny because I hate water. I don't like. I just it isn't for me really.
Oh, and also we
There's
got this
whales in
one
water, dude.
floaty.
There's whales in water. Yes, that is exactly it. What, Olivia?
Hold on.
I don't trust this kid. What do you want? Nice.
He bought this.
Yeah, we bought for
Oh, hell yeah.
when we get the pool back up.
Mm-hmm.
That right there is
The lounger.
yes.
It's a floaty and like you
It's a
can
lounger,
sit in it.
Olivia. Yep.
It's like what?
And I will enjoy it because last summer,
I
Olivia and I, when we put the pool up, we all seen the pictures and stuff. I would take the one floaty and I just lay out there on that thing, man, for hours.
He would just sit there and I'd be like, Daddy, 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 Daddy,
You
Daddy.
know. So I've been wanting to get the pool up, but I've got some hiccups that are a little. They're I can control them, but I need. Right now, I'm just trying to do things tactively and just kind of taking care of them one situation at a time. My end result will be I got my pool back up for the kid and for us to enjoy it.
And
But-
for Nuke.
And baby seal.
Baby Seal's gonna be coming back.
Dude, I got these pictures of him sitting on the floaty in the pool, and he literally, you seen how bald he is? So, like, he's got the hair just like a seal on his face and shit. It's so
Yeah.
funny. So, it was like right there, baby seal.
Baby Seal's coming right now.
Yes, he is.
I can hear you, Baby Seal.
But yeah, I got,
Baby Seal.
the wife and I are in the midst of discussing, if you will, getting a new pool in the next
Sweet.
very few weeks, like within the next month. So I have the choice. Do I go through all the headache and put this pool up now, fill it up, tear it down in a few weeks, go through the headache again, or do I just wait for a couple weeks and just do it the way I want to? And that's what I'm planning on doing. Because, 14-foot pool can cost a lot of money in water. And then,
Got a Baby Seal here.
yeah, there's your baby seal.
Mm-hmm.
And she can still go swimming all week long over at her cousin's house. So that's
No,
probably
I've
what
only
we'll do.
gone once with them.
Oh my goodness, kid.
Baby Seal here.
Nukers. What's up, Pop? He is such an ugly dog.
Every time I pick him up, he's like always like squeezing my neck for dear life.
Dude, he looks like a gremlin or something. Like, look at him right there, those little wobbly ears. Like, sometimes he looks like one of those little hyenas. Other times I'll look at him, and he looks like
I call him a hyena.
he looks like one of those freaking muskrats or something that are like all fucking.
He needs a bath.
Looking like he's got the scabies or not scabies, but the mange and shit. But he's just a bald dog, Chinese crested.
He
He
doesn't
gets
smell
the
good
ears
at all.
going.
Oh
Like,
yeah, and then you see him and he looks like Baby Yoda, or the child. Like it just doesn't look real at all. But he is.
He's like trying to, like, not look at the camera.
Yeah, he's cute. All right, Olivia, can you please take him out of here now?
Yours.
Thank you very
The
much.
stinky dog that needs a bath.
Well, nothing's slowing you down from giving him a bath. Just don't forget that. Yep,
Oh, wait a minute.
that's it. I don't want the dare stare
Yep.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you want it done, you can go do it too.
Ow.
All
Dog, you're
right.
hurting me.
If not, then we'll have to take
Dog,
care
you're
of that.
hurting me.
Olivia, thank you. Why don't you go play somewhere else now? Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, man, I might I might do some. Speaking of the food that we were talking about before, thinking taco pizza tonight, man.
Taco pizza. What's that?
They do so it's a thin crust pizza. And they put salsa, ground beef, cheddar, sour cream, lettuce, tomatoes, and black olives. Without the black olives.
And
But
then
yeah, it's oh my God, it's
okay.
freaking bomb, dude.
Sounds good.
It's so good.
Probably like a 12-inch
Yeah.
pizza or something stupid, all folded over.
Oh no, it's what medium, so that would be yeah, 12 inch. We'll do the medium. Me and my girl will be able to slam that
Be able to
like it's
smash
nobody's
that.
business. Oh, dude, it's yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
I was like, you want to do dinner tonight? She's like, yeah. I'm like pizza, yeah. Like that's always a yes. Like,
You're like, your man killed a bee today, and then because I'm not remorseful, I ran him over with my lawnmower. Don't fuck with me. You want a slice of
yeah,
pizza?
yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Got
I I should
got
probably
some shit done while things were trying to kill me.
catch up with the child. She looks like she wants some attention for a while, and Daddy has to do that. But yeah, I'm glad everything's going pretty well for you this week, and can't wait to hear how next week goes for you. You know,
Hell yeah.
um, yeah, I'll be on second shift, so like usual, I'll be around, but I won't be around. And then the week after that, I'll be around a lot. but
Nice.
but yeah, all right, my friends. Well, to everyone out there, I hope summer's going well for you. I hope you're out enjoying yourself, doing outdoor things, getting fresh air, seeing your loved ones. Uh, it's been so long for a lot of people, and it's just really nice to get out there and see people being people.
Hell yeah.
You gotta love one another, man. You gotta, you know, be intrigued by the things you don't understand, and not be, and not think that it's wrong because it's different. That's something we talked about yesterday. But yeah, stay happy, stay healthy, and don't be afraid to live your best life. Deuces.